Hello everyone! Today I'm going to introduce an online app called Plickers. Some of you, as teachers, may be familiar with this app, as you already try it in your classroom. For those of you who heard about this app for the first time, Plickers is a powerful, simple tool that lets teachers collect real-time formative assessment data without the need for student devices. What you need is a mobile phone and prepared questions, and what students need is a paper card they print out from Plickers. Nowadays, more and more high school teachers use Plickers as an engagement activity to start a lesson. So firstly, I want to talk about the use of this app in secondary education. As responsible teachers, we want to know our students' progression of learning, such as the skills they already grasped or any misconceptions they have on the topic we just covered. By knowing this, we can plan for future teaching, in order to enhance students regain what they have missed. Okay, so how do we assess students using Plickers? Teachers can create multiple choice questions and true or false questions on Plickers. Firstly, after you sign up an account, Plickers will take you to the home page. You can see a library link on the left top of the home page. You click on that and then click on Add New Questions. Then you can tap your questions and your answer key is here. If the answer A is correct, you add a tick here. You can create as many as close-ended questions as you want on Plickers. Those questions can evaluate students' knowledge on what you want them to get from a lesson. On the other hand, students can take this opportunity to check what they have already learned and what they need to pay attention to. Plickers can be used as a form of quick and real-time formative assessment. Teachers can collect data of learning outcomes and then analyze them to inform future teaching. Okay, so how do we collect the real-time data? You assign a card to each of your students. The card has 4 answers. So if students want to choose B, they hold the card like this. So B is on the top. Then you can start scanning your student card one by one using your mobile phone. The second step is to view the data you just collected. You click on Report. So this shows you the whole class performance. You can see that most of the students got it right. When you click on the graph, it's going to show you the individual students' performance, so you know who got that question right and who got it wrong. After you collected the data, you can start provide feedbacks and plan for future teaching. Many teachers like to use Plickers as a simple and fast test to check their students' understanding and learning at the end of each lesson. We can use Plickers as an engagement activity to start a lesson. When I discuss the use of Plickers in the classroom with my mentors at my placement school, he thinks before I start teaching a new topic, I can get students to answer questions on Plickers at the beginning of a lesson, so students get an idea of what they are going to learn and what they need to know from the lesson. And at the end of the same lesson, test them again, so that students can check their understanding on what they learned. How does Plickers engage students in learning? Students' cognitive engagement is positively correlated with questioning techniques. In other words, if teachers can ask inquiry-based questions or questions that require higher-order thinking, in order to answer those questions, students' minds are going through deeper cognitive processes. So the engagement of learning is increased. Therefore, when you're creating questions on Plickers, the order of questions is vitally important. You can start with questions that only require recalling and applying knowledge they have learned. Then moving to questions involve evaluating and creating new concepts. So students are encouraged to elaborate their thinking and share ideas with others. Overall, Plickers can do formative assessment in a snap. This tool is awesome for the teacher who doesn't have a classroom set of devices. You can use Plickers for quick checks or understanding to know whether your students understand big concepts and mastering key skills. I also include 3 tutorial videos on how to use Plickers in my individual report, so if you want to watch them, you know where to go. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.